Hello minasan, Hikiyami Moriko desu, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Waiting Room, and it's by the developer rknull. So let's just start the game. We have some sound, that's good. Airport, office, hospital. This is where people come to sit down and wait. You have to wait for your airplane, but you don't have to wait. You can just stand up and go. Buying food or looking for a book to read during your flight doesn't feel like waiting. It's more like passing time. If the airport is a microcosmos out of from the rest of the cut off from the rest of reality, then a doctor's office is like a prison cell. Being asked to sit down and wait feels weird. It reminds me of being sent to the school principal's office, without really knowing why or what is about to happen to you. Just sit down and wait well, for time to just pass, while you stare at the wall opposite from you, as doing anything else will be considered inappropriate. I agree, that's weird. We have designed entire halls, rooms, and buildings around the concept of waiting. Places you go to let time pass, consciously and painfully slow. But why? To wait until something happens? Whoa. Yeah, hello there. Uh, well, uh, could I maybe get some space, please? I'm bored. Do you want to talk? I don't want to be disrespectful. Sure, I guess. Yay, I'm so bored. It's winter, so it's still dark out. The waiting room is dimly illuminated by a starry light from above. Is this the doctor's office? Even the constant sniffs of other patients in the room don't manage to drown out the endless buzzing of the fluorescent lights. I don't really get what this picture is. It's just a bunch of pixels. My eyes wander around the room. It's fairly early yet there's already a whole group of people waiting. It's way too early to be waiting. Before I can lean back into my comfortably hard chair, I feel the girl from before pull at my coat. The little girl is sitting on a red plastic chair next to me. She's fidgeting in her seat, steadily rocking back and forth. Her short legs barely even reach the floor. Hey, are you even listening? Not really. I tried to blink a few times to prevent my eyes from falling shut. Are you not bored? I'm so bored. Yeah, I'm bored. I squint my eyes to inspect the strange kid. Her face is buried into a green vest that's way too big for her, and she's wearing worn down brown boots. She glances back at me, seemingly upset about my lack of enthusiasm and the overall situation. I think back to when my mother used to drag me everywhere, her appointments, her group workouts. I was bored of my mind back then. I don't remember much about my childhood, but I remember spending a long time waiting for my mother. Where's your mom? She's not here right now. Not here? I repeat her answer, and then I look around the room again. None of the other people in the room even seem to acknowledge her, aside from a few annoyed glances. This wouldn't be as weird if it wasn't gynecologist's office. Okay, yeah, that's uncomfortable, to say the least. My parents say I'm pretty mature for my age, you know. I bet you are. My mind is tired to question why a little girl would need a visit to the gynecologist on her own, and I'm partially glad I don't have to think about the answer. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Yeah, my mama says I should be more responsible. So that's why you're here? I want to practice being an adult. I smile to myself. How ironic. I'm practicing being an adult too. Isn't everyone doing that? She swings her small legs back and forth, blissfully unaware of the angry glances the older woman in the room are shooting at her. I check my phone. It's almost 9 a.m. I've been sitting here for an hour already. Mom is probably getting ready for work right about now. She doesn't know I'm here. I usually be at university at this time. I'm a good student and I make her proud, but I've been sick lately and she can't seem to understand. Why are you rushing to the doctor again? You should wait it out. Let yourself itself, I'm sure. Aren't you tired? Aren't you just tired? That's why they always say, right? Oh, you're just tired. You just need to rest, and then you die. I got fungus growing in my stomach, and it's spreading to my brain. How long will it take until I lose my mind? You're an adult, right? What do they do? Ah, she's tugging at my coat again. That's a good question. Oh, damn, I'm an adult. I have to answer properly. Mm-mm. Um, they have to be at a bunch of places all at once. They spend all their free time praying. I guess this one. Adults always have to be at a bunch of places all at once. I like running around. Well, no, you're somehow always in a hurry and still barely on time, despite never slowing down. Life moves awfully fast when you're an adult. I don't think you're able to catch up to it. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the game does have sound. It's just really quiet. And I fear the game is gonna scream at my face. She tilts her head and lets out a smile side as if physically preparing for what's still to come to her in life. I never had a careless childhood, it only got worse the older I got. Growing up, I knew that a happy life will always be out of reach for me. The only thing that really changed was my body. Contrary to most people, I can even find a safe place in the corners of my own memory. If I were to go back in time, I'd only arrive at a terribly lonely place. But you can exactly tell that to a kid, and assuming that she may understand my way of reasoning will be way too cruel. No wonder they're always in a hurry, you spend too much time sitting down and doing nothing. My mom is asleep all the time. She must be tired then. Why not play with your father? I don't like my... I don't know what else to say, so I turned my head away. A woman across from me hastily stands up after one of the receptionist ladies butchers her last name. She looks young, maybe a couple of years older than me. I can easily tell that she's nervous, hands clasped together and all. A nurse shows up and guides the woman into one of the examination rooms number 1 to 10. I hear the older nurse mutter something. The only word that I manage to make out is pregnancy. Oh no. No, not pregnancy. That's the worst sickness of all. I'm just kidding. They disappear into the hallway. What a weird word. Pregnancy. A bachelor's degree takes about 4 to 5 years. Getting your driver's license can take up to 1 year. An ear piercing fully heals in about 10 months. But life only takes 9. It takes 9 months of waiting to create a heart that beats steadily, a human being. Then a mother's womb cracks open like... No, don't describe it like that. Now I'm feeling hungry. I wonder if I can grab some food after all of this is over. There probably isn't anything left at home, not that it matters. I haven't had one of Mom's home-cooked meals in what feels like ages. I should be old enough to cook for myself by now, at least that's what everyone around me says. I mean, you should be old enough to cook, like, at 15? But buying the right ingredients, following the recipe, checking if the meat is cooked and the sauce isn't too watery is just way too... Come on, it's just cooking. Once you mess up, you're stuck with a nasty meal. Okay, that's true, but that's how you learn to cook. I don't think there's anything more depressing than forcing yourself to eat the embodiment of your shameful, pitiful existence. That's how you learn to do stuff. I don't believe that tastes like nothing and bacon smothered in oil. That's what I am. Don't get me started on how long it takes to prepare. Come on, like, getting the bacon out of the pack and putting on a simple pan or something. Do you know what a I'm sorry if I'm getting too intense. Like, you can get an air fryer, right? And you can just toss the bacon in there and it comes out perfect every time. You just have to put it inside the air fryer, just click the little bacon button, or you can put like 15 minutes or something, and it comes out crunchy and not oily every time. Why does boiling a pot of rice take so long? Anyway, get a rice cooker. You just drop 1 cup of rice and just fill enough water and just click a button and it's done. We are in the future. You can make things easy. I cook for myself every single day and I use my rice cooker every single day. I'll just get a pack of instant noodles on my way. Okay, that's good too. I also do that. That's a valid way of it. Don't let anyone tell you that instant noodles are not food. They are. Before I can get on my phone to check for convenience stores nearby, the girl grabs my arm with her small fingers. You wanna see something cool? Oh no. I do. She puts one hand into the oversized pocket of her vest and starts digging. It takes a few seconds for her to grasp whatever it is that she wants to show me. Look, look! There's a worn down keychain in her little hand. It's a metallic bear with detachable limbs that rattle around when they move. I squint my eyes, but the dim lights make it impossible to figure out the writing on its metal stomach. It's pretty cute, right? Where did you get it from? From my dad. He got it from somewhere. I don't have any keys, so I just keep it in my pocket. That's kinda cute. You wanna take a closer look? I nod. The girl hastily hands me the keychain. The metal is cold to the touch. Its limbs dangle around, bent backwards and then to side. It looks a bit morbid. The bear is cute, but the materials is rough and lifeless. I grab the chain, which is conveniently attached to the bear's head, and dangle it around for a bit. Berlin 2003, that's what the letters on its stomach says. Uh, I hold it in my palm and bring it closer to my face until the bear is staring back at me. You know, my parents and I actually visited Berlin at the same time. I was about 10 back then. I really hated traveling with my parents, I still do. It's always too long. It always took so long. I couldn't wait for the days to just pass. Museums, fancy restaurants, audio guides, I didn't care for that stuff. Man, I wish I could have vacations like that. Now that I think about it, my dad also got me a kitchen back then. Is this girl me? It's weird because I remember wanting a card game. A card game with killer looking beers on it. I really wonder where the kitchen is now. The girl interrupts my thoughts by trying to grab the beer from my hands. Give it back now. Hey, what's wrong? I'm still looking. I raise the kitchen above my head, it leaves move and clanks against the metal body. The girl whines in frustration, quickly standing up on the plastic chair to get a bit of hay. The chair creaks. Hey, what's your problem? She pulls out my coat and arm. This is mine. There's a familiar expression in her voice, a child being unable to conquer this giant world, like standing in front of a mountain. I feel like my dad. Okay, here, take it. I hand her the kitchen. The girl grabs it immediately and falls back into her chair. She proceeds to hide the beer in her palm, clutching it tight. I remember this feeling. Fear, shame, the vulnerability of being a child, fragile yet enduring, trying to stay kind in a world that hates your innocence. This game is a little bit too dramatic. As a kid, you don't really have any other choice. I mean, the game is right. I'm just saying it's a bit dramatic. You are born good until it beats out of you. I don't miss being a kid. I don't ever want to go back. The girl, still cowering in her chair, glances up at me. And then, a smile. So you remember, don't you? What? This warm, wet feeling like a mother's womb. The fluorescent lights are buzzing. The sun is rising from outside the window. The waiting room is dyed deep red. You're not scared, are you? In fact, you're probably used to this kind of unforgiving violent realizations. It's too late now. There's not going back. She reaches out of the hold of my hand. The metallic kitchen in her hand feels strangely warm now. Don't you want to become part of the egg? Okay, I can choose yes or yes. I guess a simple yes will suffice. In an instant, an overwhelming sense of grief washes over me. I shut my eyes. I can't bear the red anymore. The world around me feels like thick liquid. The cheap chair loses its form, sinking into a floor which doesn't exist anymore. This world is melting and being reborn into something else. I don't ask why this is happening to me. The girl is right, feels like I should know. I should know why this is happening right now, but I don't. In fact, I wonder why the receptionist hasn't called my name yet. It's been over an hour. Her face probably melted off right about now. I can't help but feel like this is the end. The only thing that keeps me from turning into a thick broad is the little girl squeezing my hand tight. Don't worry, you've been here before. I slowly start to remember that I have a body, one that can move and breathe. Regaining control of my mouth is difficult, it feels like it's not even there anymore. Okay. I hear wind. My eyes can't see anything. There's nothing here. Where did everything go? It hasn't been created yet. So am I dead? It feels like I'm dead. You're in the place before life. I feel someone's heart vibrating through the thick fluid. You know, this is kinda nice. Non-existence is fun. I just get to swim around and listen to my own thoughts. Am I a baby now? No places to be, no classes, no bus stops, no waiting rooms. But you know, I really wanna go home now. Isn't like being on the womb like a waiting room for 9 months? Why, this is better than life and less painful than dying. You wanted this. When I was your age, I probably would have wanted this, a place that feels like a never-ending eternal hug. Life isn't anything like this, though. So it's true once you have tasted life, you are unable to return to your truthful form. You have grown to be bigger than the corners of the womb. You choose suffering, how ironic. It's not just me out there anymore. I still have things to do. It's no use. You can bring yourself to sever the tie that binds us. I know how you really feel. This place materialized out of the desire to be cared for. As long as it persists, you will never be able to leave. So this is it? This is it. Despite all of it, she still holds onto my hand. She's hesitant like she's doubting her own words. The only thing I know for sure is the sea of primordial life is that there is a child that doesn't want to let go of my hand. Going back home must be scary. The way you'd rather choose to not exist at all. I know how that feels. But I can help you. I need to move on. I can't go back. I'd rather die. There's no one there. It's empty. Time has already passed. Everyone else has already moved on to the next stage of life, just like you. But I'm still here. It reeks of old furniture and stale bad water. My bed hasn't been made in years. Please. Please stay. Oh man, can I save? No, I don't think I can save. Okay, this is a hard one. Because um okay, like this is me, right? It's like my inner child, but I'm also in a womb. Uh, so I'm not good at leaving people, so I would stay with her, but I think that's not healthy for anyone, right? You cannot stay as much as I want, or everyone wants to be as they were before. Like not going back to the past, but just like not moving forward. I think it's time to leave. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. I can stay here with you. I have to leave, no matter what it takes. I used to love watching the sunrise after a particularly bad night. As a matter of fact, I still do. So let's meet there. There? The place is where the sun rises. She squeezes my hand again. I feel a new sensation. Smooth metal rubbing against the skin. The kitchen, I almost forgot. This existence is lonely, but for you, I will put these complicated feelings aside. I feel her grip slowly loosening. Then she hesitates. As soon as I let go of you, it's gonna feel like you're drowning. Don't worry, it's part of being reborn. Is it gonna hurt? Pain and confusion are every human's first feelings. As soon as the girl lets go, I feel like thick liquid aromas rushing to my lungs. I try to scream, but there's no sound. I flail my arms around in desperation. The liquid is too dense to move, and my attempts are futile. I feel my muscles aching from exhaustion. No, I can't stop now. No matter how painful it is, I can't stop. I open my mouth in a desperate attempt to catch my breath. There's nothing. A sharp pain pierces my chest as my lungs rupture. Pain courses through my head, violent and throbbing, until it overwhelms me and I can do nothing but shut my eyes and grip my chest. I feel so small. The pain leaves as slowly as it came. All I'm left with is a dull, blurry sensation in my chest. I'm not sure what I'm gonna see when I open my eyes. I really wish I could see my bed right about now, instead of a wet, endless void of my doctor's bleak waiting room. This really sucks. Also, I'm hungry, and I need my morning coffee, preferably a nice espresso. And also, I still need to open my eyes. Waiting room. By rknull. Or like rknull, I don't know. Sound credit hospital waiting room by Baseball, underwater by Just Run. I hope it's not copyrighted. Thanks for playing. Thank you for making the game. Okay, that was a little short game, right? What can I say about this one? Well, it's obviously like a really condensed story, right? Let me check the itch.io page real quick. It says a visual novel about waiting for your appointment for your mother for your life to begin. Playtime 20 minutes. A waiting room deals with heavy topics such as trauma, child abuse, and neglect. Thanks for playing. That's all the itch.io page says. So, well, very minimalistic, like almost no sound, like two backgrounds and one character. Very interesting concept, like the concept of waiting, of having to wait, like there's no option, right? And I don't know if I got the story right. Like we were the kid, right? So we are like We are waiting for our appointment at the doctor's office. We are waiting, like the little kid is waiting for her mother, I guess, and we are waiting for life to begin. Like I mentioned, I think like being pregnant is like the waiting room, or like being the baby on the womb is like the waiting room for life. So very interesting. Like I also don't like waiting for stuff, but I guess it's part of life. Sadly, like like when you have to wait like 2 3 hours for, and then you do something like takes like 2 minutes, and it's like, oh, I wasted 3 hours of my life, and you cannot do other stuff while waiting. It's really painful, right? Because we have a limited time on Earth, and waiting for things to happen without being able to do other stuff, it's not nice. So yeah, it's been a while since I played a visual novel like this that is just like a straight up story. Like it has a couple of choices, so if you guys want to try the game, the link will be down in the description. Uh, with all the games I have played before, of course. Um, so yeah, it's just a straight up story, and it's trying to tell something about waiting, I guess. Um, it has some heavy topics, and obviously you have to like infer a little bit of what is happening. It's cool. I like when visual novels don't are not literal, right? You have to think a little bit. It's good. It's cool. I think it's a little bit too simplistic, and also it has a lot of typos and like grammatical errors that I think usually I don't care about those things, but this game it's almost just like pure text. So when the game is just text, you kind of care, right? Because it's just like a black background, a bunch of text, then like a few illustrations. Get out of my face. I'm not a weirdo. So it's just maybe you can get a different ending depending on your like choices. I don't know. I'm not gonna try it. If you guys want to try it, go and play the game for yourselves. So I don't think I have anything else to say. It's a very short game. Obviously, it's a story that you have to think through a little bit to understand it better. But the bottom line is being an adult sucks, waiting sucks, but everyone has to do it. And when you die and you're born again, you will have to do it again because we live in a cycle of waiting and dying. I'm just kidding. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you developer for making the game. And I will see you guys in the next indie game, stream, or whatever spooky thing I decide to do for this Halloween season. I'll see you later.